I'm actually going to use a brand new product, and this is Younique's new Sculpting Trio. And this is the only product that I know of that has a contour, a highlight, and a highlighting, like a 3D cream is what they're calling it. And this contour shade is actually a cream, and it dries to a powder finish. So you've got the blendability of a cream, but the matte effect of a powder. And then the highlight is a powder, and so that is going to do really well for packing on that highlight. And then the 3D is a cream, and it'll dry to like a powder finish, but it's going to be very blendable, so you're not going to have those like weird halo effects happening. So in addition to that trio, I'm actually going to use their contour brush, which is perfectly designed to do the cream and powder. So this is for the cream contour. We're going to use this side, and you can see that it's extremely narrow, and it's going to provide nice, precise direction of your contour. So you just want to kind of swirl that contour brush onto the cream. You don't want to really like dig down, because this is a buildable product as well. And so you want to do it just very lightly. And so I'm going to start at the top of my ear, and the angle is going to go to the corner of my lip here. I'm going to stop where the end of my eye is, kind of like the arch of my eyebrow, because I want the light to be reflecting on the front part of my face, and I want this to be more of the darkness, or the contour part that we're going to be adding is going to be from here over. So I've got a little bit of that on my brush, and I'm going to just draw a thin line right down there. This palette comes in several shades. There is light, medium, and dark. And so you can find the perfect shade to match your skin tone. So I like to draw my lines on each side. I'm just following the cheekbone, just under the cheekbone, and again stopping out, even with the arch of my eyebrow. So then, now that I have like this line in place, I'm going to blend it down a little bit. You don't want to blend up, because it's going to blur your line, and it's going to just make a very large area that is going to take away from the contouring that you just did. And this brush is great because you can use the same brush for application and blending. So you can see how nice that blends away. Adds a very natural tone, especially for light skin tones. I feel like this palette is perfect. Then I'm going to draw a line across the forehead. This is going to reduce the width of my forehead. If you already have a short forehead, I would just avoid doing as much contouring in this area. I'm just going to blend that down a little bit right here, and add a little bit more to the corner here, like that, and drag that line that way. And then I'm just kind of working this into that BB Flawless cream. I just really love the combination of the BB cream with this cream contour. I just feel like it blends so well. And you just kind of work that into place. And then you're going to go all the way from the corner of your eyebrow all the way down the side of your nose, right over the tip of your nostril there. And so even without blending, I feel like the coloring on this is really nice. It gives it a little bit of a darker shade to your complexion without it being dirty looking. It doesn't look like you have a dirty nose. And so if you want to like kind of shorten up the length of your nose, this part right here is what does that. So it kind of gives you more of a button nose than a longer nose. And again, I'm just blending with the same brush, just turning it sideways. And just dragging it to blend out. So you can see that that's all blended into place. And then I like to add a little bit right here to give the illusion of a fuller bottom lip. And then if you want to chisel your jawline, you go right underneath. And that's just going to kind of create a visual illusion that your jaw is very separate from your neck. And then just blend this down. You want to make sure that you get it all the way up to your other contour, so it kind of all just looks like a nice shadowy illusion. All right, so that is just the contour part of this, and you can see that my face has totally transformed. Now we're going to do the highlight part. So we're going to use this side of the brush for highlighting, and we're going to use the center shade here, and I like to loosen up a little bit of the powder by pushing it this way, and then just kind of tapping it to make sure I've got enough on the brush. So then we're going to work in a V here that goes all the way out to the hairline. So I'm just going to apply this and sweep it over, kind of pat and sweep all the way over. And you can see that it's just adding a little bit of light, so it looks like there's more light reflecting in that area. If you have really dark circles under your eyes, then I would use more concealer in the under eye area to cover that up. But this does such a nice job that for me, most days I don't need to do that. So you can see I'm still working this all the way over to the hairline. And then you're going to do down the center of your nose. And then you're going to highlight this area. It's kind of like in the middle of the contour that you did. So this is just going to look kind of like you have more light focused right here on your face. And then add a little bit right there to the top of the Cupid's bow. Right here, just to kind of clean up the line between your cheek contour and your jaw contour. So just adding a little bit more right there. Just pat that in. So I'm just going to put a little bit on my middle finger, and then I'm just going to lightly dot that into place right on the top of the cheekbone there, just kind of from the arch of my eyebrow over here. I'm going to do the same thing on this side. And then put it right here under the eyebrow. So we're kind of hitting the same point of light with this. So we're showing right here, we're having more emphasis here and here, and then we'll do a little bit more right here. And then we're going to lightly do down the nose. And I am not going to do too much towards the tip because I don't want to elongate my nose. And do a little bit right here. This style of contour is perfect for, you know, mature skin. If you have more fine lines and wrinkles, if you have dry skin, this is a perfect combination because you're going to get a lot of moisture from the BB cream and you're not going to be drying out the skin with any extra powder other than the highlight. And that's really going to be in the T-zone area where most women tend to have more shine or oil buildup there. So I hope you enjoyed this, and comment below if you have any questions. I'd be more than happy to help you find your right shade of contour, or if there's anything else I can help you with finding your perfect foundation. Bye, ladies.